Yes, thank you. ASP 104, can you please start your presentation? ASP 104, can you please start your presentation?
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are audible and visible. You can proceed.
Good morning, Dr. Hafil and my dear friends. First of all, thank you all for coming here today. Let me introduce myself. I'm Kasundi from Physical Science Department. Today, I will be presenting on the sources of information, a topic more relevant than ever in our fast-paced data-driven world. Briefly, I have 5 things to say. First of all, I will talk about why this topic is interesting. Secondly, I will consider about what is an information source. Thirdly, I will talk about major information sources. Fourthly, I will consider about types of information sources. And finally, I will demonstrate reliability of information sources. So let's start by why this topic is interesting. The topic sources of information one in daily life, education, and professional work. Information is the foundation of knowledge, and knowing where and how to find the right information is a powerful skill. This topic also helps students improve research, presentation, and decision-making skills, which are useful in education, future careers, and daily life. The next topic area, I would like to focus on what is an information source. Information source is anything which informs us about something or provide knowledge. In today's world, we have access to countless sources of information ranging from traditional books to advanced digital platforms. Understanding the different sources of information is important for selecting accurate and reliable data. Let's move on to the next topic, major information sources. Internet, books, television, radio, newspapers, encyclopedias, magazines, and research databases are some examples for major information sources. Here we see different sources of information. In the modern era, digital platforms have become a major source of information. The internet provides quick access to vast amount of data. Websites, social media, AI tools, online databases, and multimedia platforms are some examples for digital platforms. Books provide reliable information to the reader. They are very popular among students. Let's move on to types of information sources. In our journey to unlock knowledge, it is essential to understand where information comes from and how it's categorized. Information sources are typically grouped into 3 main types: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary information sources: first-hand original materials created at time of an event. Photographs, diaries, interviews, and surveys are some examples. Secondary information sources: information that analyzes, interprets, or summarizes primary sources. Articles, books, documentaries, and reviews are some secondary information sources. Tertiary information sources: information that summarizes, compiles, or indexes other sources. Encyclopedias, dictionaries, databases, and indexes are some tertiary information sources. I would like to illustrate this by showing you this graph, a diagram which visually represents the relationship between primary, secondary, and tertiary information sources. Let's turn our attention to reliability of information sources. To judge reliability, always check who wrote it, what it says, and whether it's based These three clues, author, content, and bias, help us trust the right source. Before I finish, let me leave you with this thought. Today, the world is rich in various kind of information sources, and if we take the maximum benefit from them, the world be a storehouse of wisdom. Let's choose wisely, act boldly, and keep learning. Any questions before we wrap up? I think there aren't any questions at the moment, so I will wind up shortly. Thank you all for your time.
Yeah, thank you for your presentation. ICT 45, can you please start your presentation?
Okay, sir. Sir, can you see my screen?
Yeah, your screen is visible, but your camera is switched off.
Sir, am I visible and audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible and visible. You can proceed.
Okay. The other day, I was scrolling through Instagram and I come across this post that says social media is bad. So I think to myself that I'm looking at a post about how posts are bad. Oh, but that's not the best part. The best part is I click on it. And the caption says, save this for later as a reminder. So basically, they want me to get off social media but get back on so I can reread why I shouldn't have been on in the first place. Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you all today. My name is Hannah Ashad, and I'm from the Faculty of Applied Sciences, Department of Computing, Rajarata University of Sri Lanka. Today, I'll be presenting on a topic that plays a big role in our daily lives: how to use social medias effectively. Social media has become a powerful major part in our daily lives. So let's move to the first slide. Many people say that social media is bad, but I don't completely agree with that. The truth is, social media itself is not the problem. It's all about how you choose to use it. It can be something that drains our energy, wastes our time, and fills our mind with negativity if we use it carelessly. But at the same time, it can be something that inspires us, connects us with others, and even helps us achieve our goals if we use it wisely. So instead of seeing social media as good or bad, we should see it as a tool. Like any tool, it depends on whether we use it in a positive or negative way. What we constantly see on our social media feed has a strong impact on how we think, how we feel. Every post, every story, every video we watch slowly builds the way we see the world. If our feed is full of negativity, drama, or toxic content, it's only natural that we start to feel negative ourselves. But we should surround ourselves with positive and inspiring content. It changes the way we look at life. Our feed is like the environment we live in. What we allow into it is what shapes our mindset and attitude. To make social media a positive space, I focus on four groups. First, family, friends, and positive acquaintances who remind me that I'm supported and cared for. Second, people who align with my goals because seeing their journey motivates me to stay on track with mine. Third, people who inspire me, whose ideas and actions push me to grow. And lastly, entertainers who bring joy and laughter into my feed. With these four groups, my online space becomes encouraging and uplifting instead of draining. So let's move to another slide about building healthy habits. To build healthy habits on social media, it's important to set a screen time limits to avoid spending too much time in online and feeling drained. Another key step is to unfollow toxic content so feeds remain positive and uplifting. And once again, keeping an eye on screen time limits helps us stay balanced, ensuring that our use of social media adds value to our life instead of talking away from it. By practicing these habits, we can enjoy social media in a healthier and more meaningful way. So, if you have any questions regarding this, you can ask. It sounds like no questions. So now I said a lot today. So to sum up everything I said today, I'll leave you all with a beautiful quote. It goes a little like this. Nothing of me is original. I'm a combined effort of everyone I've ever known. That's a beautiful quote, but I would like to add on to it. Nothing of me is original. I'm a combined effort of everyone I've ever known and the content I've surrounded myself with. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for your nice presentation. ASP39, can you please start the presentation? Yeah, Melissa, can you please start your presentation? ICT 002, can you please start your presentation? ICT 22, can you please start your presentation?
Am I audible and visible, sir?
Yes, you're audible and visible. You can proceed.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to warmly welcome Dr. Hafeel and my dear friends. Let me first introduce myself. My name is Isurika Aberatna, Department of ICT. Today, I hope to present about the most beautiful bond of the world, that is friendship. And I hope to talk about what's the meaning of friendship, who are the best friends, who are the bad friends, and finally, I hope to talk about why we need best friendship for our life. And this type, what is the best friendship? First of all, I like ask from you, what's the meaning of friendship? Have you idea about it? I think that friendship is one of beautiful treasure that life gives us. It is a sensitive and delicate bond between two close individuals. At this society, we introduce different kinds of friends, no? There are not only best friends, but also bad friends. Actually, who are the really good friends? I think that they always motivate us and cheer us, and they never leave us bad times. And especially, they take us on right path. That's our good friends. I think that best friends are not only same ages. Even today, my family is my best friend. I think that it will remain in the same. Next, who are the bad friends? Actually, there are really no definition who are the bad friends, no? Because they don't say that they are bad, but they show it their behavior over time. Look at these some example, we can understand what can happen because of bad friends, no? Next, why we need best friendship for our life? Why am I say that? Having a good friend like a blessing, no? Not all are blessed with true and good friends. Finally, I have to tell you, friends are a group of people who have an big impact on our life. So we must be careful, choose our best friends. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your presentation. ICT 49, can you please start your presentation? ICT 49, can you please start your presentation?
Ma, ma, kal, kal. Good morning, everyone. So, should I screen share?
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible and visible. You can proceed.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ham Jeffries from Department of ICT. Today I'm going to talk about something that connects us all. The topic is importance of English. Okay, now let's have the look why English matters globally. First thing is, it is an international language that is spoken by over 1.5 million people worldwide. And it helps us to connect across cultures. And most academic and scientific resources are in English. English plays a vital role in everyone's education and career. Regarding higher educations, many top universities teaches the students in English. As we see through job opportunities, English fluency opens the door in business, tech, and tourism. In today's competitive world, knowing English isn't just useful. It's an essential. It gives students an edge and helps teachers reach global standards. So, as you can see, most of the social media contents are in English. If we see through news and information, global updates are often published in English. Also, it helps us to express ideas clearly and confidently. So, from watching movies to reading the news, English surrounds us. It's not just a subject; it's a skill for life. To sum up, English is more than just a language. It's a bridge to education, career, and global connection. Let's continue to learn it, use it, grow with it. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. ASP 118, can you please start your presentation? Sorry, 118, 118.
Sir, can I share my
Yes, now
screen?
you can share. Yes, now you can share.
Good morning, Dr. Hafil sir and my dear friends. First of all, let me introduce myself. I am Dilki from Physical Science Department. Today I will talk about Segiria. What is Segiria? Segiria is an ancient rock fortress. It located in the Matale district of Sri Lanka, also known as Sinhagiri, meaning Lion Rock. It is a popular tourist destination. Sigiriya is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Sigiriya is a 200 meters high rock fortress. Historical background. Sigiriya built by King Kashyapa 477 to 495. It served as a royal palace and fortress. After the King Kashyapa's death, it became a Buddhist monastery. The Lion's Gate, the entrance shaped like a lion's paws. The visitors climb a long staircase into the rock. The name Sigiriya comes from that lion structure. Frescoes and mirror wall. The Sigiriya famous for colorful frescoes, ancient painting of women. The mirror wall was so polished that the king could see his reflection. It contains ancient graffiti written by visitors from 8th century. Significance and tourism. Sigiriya is a symbol of Sri Lanka's rich culture and architecture. It has major tourist attraction with beautiful gardens, water features and panoramic views. Sigiriya shows ancient engineering and creativity. In conclusion, Sigiriya isn't just a fortress but a historical, cultural, and architectural treasure. Sigiriya is a wonder of the world. It reflects Sri Lanka's ancient civilization and continues to inspire people today. Thank you very much all listening to me.
Yeah, thank you for your presentation. ASP 71. ASP 71, can you please start your presentation?
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, your screen is visible, but you have to switch on your camera.
Okay. Good morning, Dr. Hafil and my dear colleagues. First of all, let me thank you for coming here today. Let me introduce myself. I'm Ahimsa from Physical Science Department, Faculty of Applied Science. Today's my topic is Culture of Sri Lanka. Sri Lankan culture is colorful and traditional. It is strongly influenced by Buddhism, family life, and village customs. People celebrate many festivals with dancing, music, and delicious foods. Sri Lankans are family, Sri Lankans are family respectfully and known for their warm hospitality. So let's start by religion in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is a multi-religion is Buddhism followed mainly by the Sinhalese people. There are so many Hinduism, Muslims, Christianities here. People of different religions live peacefully. I'd like to illustrate this by showing you by this graph. Then we move about next topic, festivals. Sri Lankans celebrate many festivals such as Sinhala and Tamil New Year, Vesak, Poson, Deepavali, Eid, Ramadan, and etc. These festivals show Sri Lanka's rich mix of culture and religions. Next, we will consider about foods in our culture. Sri Lankan food is spicy and full of their flavor. The main meal is rice and curry, which includes rice served with different vegetables, meat or fish curries. Popular foods include milk rice, string hoppers, pittu, roti, lump rice, dosa, idli, and etc. Sri Lanka is also famous for its tea and sweets like kaung, kokis, asmi, and etc. The next topic area I'd like to focus on arts and architecture in our culture. Our country has a wide range of art and has created incredible architecture. They closely link to religion and history. Ancient temples and stupas like those in Anuradhapura, Polonnaruwa and other places. When we're talking about the cultures in architecture, Sri Lanka Sigiriya is something that can't be left out. To illustrate this point is traditional Canadian dance, mask making, wood carving, batik and famous form of arts. Now we move about next topic about traditional dances. Traditional dance in Sri Lanka is beautiful part of the country's rich culture. It is performed during festival, religion ceremonies and special events. There are three main styles of traditional dance such as Candian dance, low Candian dance and Sabaragama dance. And others are Kathakali, Manipuri, Bharatanatyam. Western dances can be introduced as a dance form of other religions. Then next topic area is traditional instrument. Traditional music instrument in Sri Lanka is an important part of the country's rich culture heritage. These instruments often handmade and passed down through generations. These images here show some of instruments such as Getabera, Dawla, Yakbera, flute, and etc. Finally, Sri Lankan culture is a colorful blend of Asian traditions, religions influence, ethnic diversity, reflects harmony, simplicity, and deep convocation to history and nature. Thank you for hearing my presentation.
Thank you for your presentation. ICT 16, ICT 16. Can you please start your presentation?
Okay, sir.
Who have finished their presentation, please lower your hand.
Sir, can you see my screen?
Yes, your screen is visible, but you have to switch on your camera. Yes, you are audible and visible. You can proceed.
Okay. Good morning, all of you, dear Dr. Hafeel and my dear colleagues. So, I'm Nitya Bandara from Department of Computing, Faculty of Applied Sciences, Rajarata University of Sri Lanka. So, today I'm gonna talk about the nature, and you are all know it's the important topic. Uh,
Okay.
Now, we are all have a question. We all think, what is nature? And what does naturalism includes? I'll say this. Nature refers to the natural world around us. We are all part of the nature. Nature refers to the natural world around us, including landforms, water bodies, plants, animals, weather, skies, etc. These elements create the natural world around us. So, nature provides humans with resources, beauty, and wonder, and is essential for our well-being and survival. Now, let's see how does nature support human. Nature support humans with various forms of help. Uh, you can see this table. All of this in general provides these benefits to human: habitat, water, food sources, clothing and textile, etc. But the problem is that humans have no value for it. That's why people destroy them. People are releasing toxic chemical into water, air, and soil. But it damages to natural resources and harms wildlife. And people are cutting down trees, but they don't think that trees give us oxygen. And also, I should say this: sometimes people are overfishing and overhunting. They make reasons themselves for it, but it is damaging to the ecosystem. So humans cause damage to the ecosystem due to various activities like this. Now you can see this. Now let's see what are the consequences of destroy the nature. Loss of biodiversity, water scarcity, loss of ecosystem services, soil erosion, etc. Such damage is to be experienced in large quantities. And these consequences underscore the protecting and preserving the natural world for our future generation. Now we are all have a question. What is it? It is how can we protect our nature? We can protect our nature by different ways. We can minimizing waste and using eco-friendly products and using uh, and other thing is using water and energy efficiently and reducing consumption. And other thing is using supporting eco-friendly farming practices and reducing chemical use. custom in our daily life, such as reducing plastic use, using public transport, and recycling. So, through various initiatives like this, we can protect and sustain our nature. So, thank you for your all. Give your valuable time for me. Thank you.
Yeah, ASP52, thank you for previous presentation. ASP52, can you please start the presentation?
So am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are audible and visible. You can proceed.
So yes. Just give me a moment. Hello, my name is Sachin Ishan and I'm from the physical department. Today I'm going to talk about why football is the most famous sport in the world. Well, before that, I think I should give a basic introduction to football, what is football and other things. And when we're talking about football, it is an outdoor sport and we need 11 players and if we really need to play it for fun, we actually really need few players as long as the both sides are equal. And as an exercise, we actually need football and two goalposts because the purpose of the games to go is score goals. And as rules, we can choose our hand and offside rules. Well, I'm not going to talk about every detail about football because our main topic is why football is the most famous. Well, why is it famous? Well, it can be cricket, it can be volleyball, it can be netball. It not in why is it football? Well, let me tell you why. Well, because in football we can get the thriller, the action, the drama, and all of the emotion that we are hoping in one match. For examples, we can get the quarterfinal between Argentina and Netherlands in 2022 World Cup and final between France and Argentina in the same tournament. If you watch these two matches, I think you have a better idea what I'm talking about. Well, when we talking about, well, what I'm going to say is that one good match is actually equal to pack of emotions. And of course, when we're talking about football, we actually should talk about the players who shines in it. For an example, we can get Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Neymar, Ronaldo. Well, there are lots of players. These players actually bring this game to next level, especially the rivalry between Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. They actually dominate the football field like 20 years. Actually, they impress the whole world while breaking the records again and again and again. And to me, they are the true goals of all of these sports, including cricket, volleyball, and basketball, and all of these sports. Well, finally, what I'm going to say is that football is famous because the emotion it gives in short period of time and the players who shines with it. The players who done their part, they actually inspired nations. For an example, we can get Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a perfect example for a hardworking man. And with that, I will wrap up my presentation. Before that, I think, is there any question you guys feel need to ask? Hello? Well, looks like there are no questions. And thank you all. Thank all of you to give your time. And with that, I'll wrap up my presentation. Thanks. Thanks all of you.
Yeah, thank you for your nice presentation. ASP 98, can you please start your presentation? ASP 98. ICT 29. Please switch off your mic, and everybody please keep your mic mute. Who are attending the lecture, please keep your mic mute. ASP 98, can you please start your presentation?
Am I audible and visible, sir?
Audible, but I couldn't see anything.
Am I audible and visible, sir?
Yes, you are audible and visible. You can proceed.
Good morning, Dr. Hafil and everyone. Let me introduce myself. I am Nishama Madhushani from Faculty of Applied Science, Department of Physical Science. Today my topic is environmental pollution. Environment is important in our life. Environment pollution is one of the biggest problems of the world today. Briefly, I have 4 things to say today. First one, type of pollution. Second one, causes of pollution. Third one, effect of pollution. And last one, how to reduce pollution. First of all, I will talk about type of pollutions. There are 4 types of pollution. They are air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, and land pollution. So, I will talk about types of pollutions. Air pollution is when gas from cars and factories make the air dirty. Water pollution happens when waste goes in and lakes. Noise pollution is mainly caused by loudspeakers and motor horns. Land pollution is when trash like plastic and chemical are left on the ground. We talk about effect of pollution, health problem, example asthma, cancer, global warming and climate change, harm to animals and plants, unsafe drinking water. And finally, I will talk about how to reduce pollution. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Use public transport. We should not use plastic and polythene. Plant more trees. We should try to control pollution. Let's protect our planet. My presentation is over. Thank you for giving your valuable time.
Thank you. ASP 101, can you please start your presentation?
Am I audible and visible, sir?
Yes, you are audible and visible. You can proceed.
Good morning, all of you. Let me introduce myself. I'm Hashini from Physical Science Department. Today, my topic is importance of water. Water is the most precious gift of nature. By the end of my presentation, you will understand it better. First of all, I would like to talk about what is water. Secondly, I would like to talk about value of water for humans, animals, and plants. Finally, I talk about how to save water. So let's start by what is water. Water is a transparent, tasteless, and odorless substance composed of hydrogen and oxygen.
It exists in three forms on the earth, such as solid, liquid, and gas. Water is one of the basic needs of all living things. Not only humans and animals, but plants also need water to survive. So let's see value of water for humans, animals, and plants. Mainly, humans and animals use water for drinking and cleaning. Do you know there's a saying, one can survive without food for a few weeks, not without water. So water is very important to sustain life. As well as humans use water for cooking and transportation. What do you think? How do plants use water? Mainly, plants use water for photosynthesis. Not only that, they use water for nutrient transport and cooling. Water helps to cool the planet. Next, I will talk about amount of water on planet. I would like to illustrate with a pie chart. Now you can see only 1% of water is drinkable water. So that is the main reason why we should protect water. Then I will talk about how to save water. We can stop the misuse of water, manage the uses of water properly, and we can take efforts in maintain the quality of water and stop the discharging pollutants without proper treatment. Let me remind you something. A small action when done by many make a big difference. So please take your small action to save water. Next, I am going to conclusion of my presentation. To sum up, water is not just a basic need. It is a shared responsibility. Let's protect and preserve it so future generation can live in a world where clean water is right, not a luxury. If you have any questions, please ask now. I think, don't you have any questions? So now I'm going to end off my presentation. Thank you for your valuable time with me. Have a nice day.
Thank you for your presentation. ICT 103. Can you please start your presentation? ICT 103. Am I audible? Yes, you're audible, but you have to share and have to switch on the camera. Please, everybody be ready because we're having only the limited time. If you try to utilize the time, you are utilizing others' time because only limited time is allocated for these things. So please be ready. I have told you several times. Whoever people raise their hand, please be ready. When I ask to do the presentation, immediately have to proceed. (116). Can you please start your presentation? ICT 116.
Okay, sir. Am I audible?
You are audible, but you have to switch on your camera. screen sharing is okay, but I have to shift on it. ASP 54, can you please start your presentation? ASP 54.
Okay, sir. Am I audible and visible, sir?
Yes, you are audible and visible. You can proceed.
Good morning, everyone. I am Dhanush Kumar from Applied Department. Today, I am going to talk about my beautiful country, Sri Lanka. I am proud to say it's my home. Officially, it is called the Socialist Democratic Lanka. It is a small island nation in South Asia, surrounded by the Indian Ocean. Many people call it the pearl of the Indian Ocean because of its rich biodiversity, natural beauty, and friendly people. Our capital city is Sri Javardhanapura Kotte, but main commercial city is Colombo. Let me now take you through the main features of my country. Let's firstly talk about geography of Sri Lanka. If you look at the map, you will see we are located southeast of India in Indian Ocean. We are about 65,610 square kilometers in size, which it means you can travel from one end to the other in just a few hours. But even though we are small, we have diverse landscapes, beautiful beaches, green mountains, rivers, and forests. The Central Highlands are especially famous for tea plantation and cool weather. Our longest river is Mahavali. It is very important for farming and producing electricity. About culture and heritage. One of the most special things about Sri Lanka is our culture and heritage. We are a mix of different communities. They are Sinhala, Tamil, Muslim, and Burgher peoples. Our main religions are Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, and Christianity. Sri Lanka has a long history. Going back thousands of years, we are proud of our UNESCO World Heritage Sites like Sigiriya, Anuradhapura, and Polonnaruwa. Our festivals are joyful and colorful. Vesak and the Sinhala and Tamil New Year are especially famous. These traditions make Sri Lanka is a unique and friendly country. Now, our economy is mainly based on agriculture, tourism, textiles, tea, and spices. Our world famous product is Ceylon tea. It is exported in worldwide. Our important exports are coconut, rubber, cinnamon, and spices. Now let's talk about tourism in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is the one of the most popular tourist destinations in Asia. We have beautiful places like Gold Fort, Temple of the Tooth Candy, Nuwara Eliya, and Yala National Park. Wildlife can see elephants, leopards, and many species of birds. Our world-class beaches like Unavattuna, Arugambe, Trincomalee are also world famous. Tourism helps to the economy and they promotes our culture to the world. Let's finally share my conclusion. My country is a small island, small in size, but it is rich in culture, nature, traditions, and history. I am proud to be a Sri Lankan, and I believe my country is the most beautiful places in the world. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for your time and attention.
Yeah, thank you for your presentation. ICT 19, ICT 19, can you please start your presentation?
So am I audible and visible?
Yes, you're audible and visible. You can proceed.
Good morning, dear sir and my dear friends. I'm Roshini from ICT department. Today, I'm going to talk about an interesting topic, which is about fashion, specifically about prehistoric fashion, because it laid the foundation of fashion to the world. Fashion is more than just clothing. It reflects history, culture, and social norms. From the simplest animal skins to the elegant garments of Rome, fashion has been evolved. There are several topics I will talk, and the first one is prehistoric fashion. Early humans wore clothes mainly for protection from harsh weather conditions. They used animal skins, bones, and plant materials. Decorations were rare, but beads, shells, and painted patterns showed early signs of style. Clothing in this era was entirely shaped by climate and survival needs. The second topic is ancient Mesopotamian fashion. Mesopotamia is often called as the cradle of civilization because of the earliest advanced human societies. They made clothing from wool due to the availability of sheep. Men wore tunics or skirts, while women wore long dresses. Their hairstyles and well kept beards were important to show their wealth. The third one is ancient Egyptian fashion. In ancient Egyptian fashion, they commonly used light linen due to the hot climate. Egyptian men wore garments called shendite, while women wore long dresses called kalasiris. Jewelry was essential for beauty and status, and some certain colors symbolize different meanings, such as white for purity. Fashion in Egypt was deeply linked to religion. The fourth one is ancient Greek fashion. In ancient Greek, they focused on elegance and draping rather than tight garments. Their garments allowed freedom to move and often used wool or linen. Their most popular garment was called chiton. Greek styles later inspired many cultures, including Roman fashion. The final one is ancient Roman clothing. In ancient fashion, it was evolved from Greek fashion but added more formality. Their most iconic garment was toga and worn by male. Women wore stola or palla. Fabrics included wool, linen, and imported silk. So I have come to the end of my presentation. I have to say in conclusion, from animal skins to well-woven fabrics, fashion has been evolved by the time. It continues to change, but one thing remains the same. Fashion in every age has been a language that expresses who you are. Do you have any questions? All right, thank you for your valuable time.
Yeah, thank you for your presentation. ICT 97. Can you please start your presentation? ICT 97.
Am I audible and visible, sir?
Yes, you are audible and visible. You can proceed.
Good morning, all of you. I would like to welcome Dr. Hafeel and my dear friends. Let me introduce about myself. I am Chamudin Ethnika from Faculty of Applied Science. Today I am going to talk about very important topic. It is protecting the environment. Environment is everything around us. The air we breathe, the water we drink, soil, trees and animals are very important part of the environment. Without healthy environment, life on earth cannot survive. First of all, I would like to explain what kind of need affect why we need to protect the environment and what kind of need affect to environmental pollution. First one is air pollution. Air pollution, vehicles and factories. It is very harmful for both human and nature life. My second point is water pollution, throwing chemicals to the rivers, seas, lakes, and groundwater. It is very harmful for aquatic animals. Therefore, they die, and when human drinks that water, they get many diseases. Third one is forests are being cut down at a fast rate. Therefore, many animals have lost their habitats. Fourth one is noise pollution. Noise pollution is when they are used too much loud and unwanted sound. It is sound in the environment. It is noise pollution. Now, now I Now, next I would like to explain how we can protect the environment. We can follow 3R method. It means reduce, reuse and recycle. Then we can control environmental pollution. Next point is we can plant trees. Trees help clean the air and provide oxygen to us. My next point is we can use eco-friendly products. We can remove the plastic and switch to the eco-friendly materials and save energy. Switch off lights, fans, and unwanted machine when not needed to us. Last point is save water. Don't waste water. Fix leaks and it used carefully. Finally, in conclusion, I would like to tell you we can play a big role for this. We can start new changes at our home, at our school, and in our society. In my point of view, if each person take their responsibility together, we can make a big difference for that. Protecting environment is just not a job. It is everyone's responsibility. A healthy environment means a healthy life for all living beings. Let's promise to protect the environment. Thank you, sir, for this valuable opportunity and thank you all.
Did your presentation previously?
Yes, sir, but my screen is not share. I can't share my screen.
Okay. But have to mention, if anybody had such an experience or something before starting, you have to mention that one. Okay. ASP 76, can you please start your presentation? ASP 76, can you please start your presentation.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, you are audible and visible. You can proceed.
Good morning, Dr. Hafil, and good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you. I am Indumin from the Department of Physical Sciences, and today I'd like to explore a fascinating topic that connects us all, language. We use it every day to talk, write, text, or think. But how often do we stop to ask what actually is language? Where does it come from? How does it work? And what does it mean for us? Let's find out, shall we? Language is a tool, but not just any tool. It carries the baggage of culture, geography, and history. It reflects the identity of the people who use it. The origins of language go back thousands of years. Over time, languages have evolved, split, and merged. Some have flourished, while others have disappeared, just like living organisms. Today, there are over 7,000 languages spoken worldwide, each with unique sounds, grammar, and expressions. Without language, our ability to cooperate and create culture would be severely limited. It forms the very foundation of human civilization. So, before we talk about any particular language, we need to understand how language works in general. Let's start with words. What is a word? Simply put, it's an identifier for a concept. Take the word telephone as an example. Before the telephone was invented, the word telephone and the concepts behind it didn't exist. This tells us that as we create new tools or ideas, we also create new words. Language and thinking grows together like a tree grows its roots and branches. This brings us to a fascinating field of philosophy called hermeneutics. Hermeneutics is the study how we interpret language and symbols. Hermeneutic thinkers believe that language doesn't just describe the world, it actually shapes our reality itself. It's how we make sense of our history, our beliefs, and even our identity. Next, let's talk about grammar. Most people see grammar as a complicated area in the language. But let me tell you something. If we were to wait until we perfected the grammar, we won't be able to talk at all, right? Grammar is simply a set of agreed upon rules. It tells us how to combine words to create meaningful sentences. It's not divine law, it's a human made, flexible, and constantly evolving subject. Therefore, don't be afraid of grammar. It's not rocket science, nor is it the Ten Commandments. It's a guide, not a barrier. And finally, vocabulary. The collection of words you know and use. Your vocabulary reflects how much you know about the world, how many things you can identify, describe, or talk about. The more your vocabulary grows, the more your understanding of the reality expands. It's like upgrading your phone. So, what have we learned today? Language is not just a tool, it's a living system that evolves with us. It shapes how we think, how we communicate, and how we perceive the world. Words build our concepts. Grammar gives them structure, and vocabulary empowers our expression. All right. Now, if you have any questions, please ask it. Okay. Thank you for the questions, but before I conclude this presentation, I want to leave you with some food for thoughts, right? What if there were no language at all? What if every human could understand every language? And what if we could speak no language at all? Would that limit us or would that unite us, right? Next, does the language we speak shape the way we think And here's the big one, my friends. Can we think without words, right? So lastly, thank you, Dr. Hafil, and thank you for listening and being such a great audience. Have a nice day, my friends.
Yes, thank you for your nice presentation. ASP 108, can you please start the presentation? ASP 108. ASP 108.
Yes, sir. Sir, am I visible and audible? Sir?
You're audible and screen sharing also visible. Yeah, fine. Everything is okay. Fine. You can proceed.
Okay, sir. Good morning, everyone. I'm Shafa Maria from Department of Physical Sciences. Today, I'm going to talk about something that silently controls almost everything in our life. That means our success, our stress, even our happiness. The topic is time management. Okay, do you know why did I choose this topic? Honestly, because I used a struggle with a deadline. And I kept telling myself, I will do it tomorrow. I still have time. But guess what? Tomorrow came, and all the time I am rushing at the last moment. I am sure that many of you have had the same experience like me, right? That's why I chose this topic. Okay, before I start, let me share what we will cover today. Okay, before I start, let me quickly share what I will cover today. As you can see on this slide, the flow will be simple. First of all, what is time management? Secondly, why is it so important? Third, I will share a real life example with you. Fourth, I will give 3 simple tips to manage our time properly. And finally, I will conclude my session with the final reminder. All right, let's begin with the first point. Okay, what is mean by time management? Yes, many people think time management means working all the time without rest. But actually, it's not about being busy. It's about being productive. Time management simply means organizing our day in a way that helps us use our 24 hours wisely. It's not about doing more and more things in less time. It's about doing what really matters. Think about it. We all have the same 24 hours as a great scientist, leaders, or even our professors. But the difference is not in the numbers of hours, but in how we use them. Okay, next move to the next point. Why this time management is so important? Let me highlight few reasons. First of all, it reduces our stress. When we plan, we don't panic. Second, it improves our concentration. We can focus on one thing at a time instead of juggling too many. Third, it builds our confidence. Meeting our deadline makes us feel in control. And most importantly, create balance. Life is not just about academics, no. We also need time for family, friends, and the rest. So, in short, the poor time management create us a pressure, and the good time management create progress. Okay, next move to the next part. I will share a real life example with you. Imagine two students, both are preparing for the same exam and both have the same numbers of days to prepare. One student say, let me plan this week wisely, and others say, I will start tomorrow with time. The first student's preparing little by little, while the second one rushes at the last moment. In the end, who can perform better? Of course, the one who had a plan ahead. So, It's mean time management. Time management means not about intelligence or our luck. It's about our discipline. And to be honest, this is not just a random story. It actually happens to me. Once I postponed preparing for the class presentation, thinking I had enough time. But the night before, I ended up rushing, staying at late night before, and the presentation also didn't go as well as I hoped. From that day, I realized either I manage time or time will manage me. So, what can we do about it? Let's move to one three simple. Let's move on to the three very simple tips. Tip number one: plan your day in advance. Spending even 10 minutes at night to plan tomorrow saves hours and minutes next day. You wake up knowing what to do exactly instead of wasting time deciding. Second tip: prioritize the task. Not everything is equally important. No. Sometimes we will stuck with the small things and forget the big ones. Focus on what important first, then the rest. Okay, quality is always better than a quantity. So it is very, very important to prioritize the important task. The final tip: take regular break. Yes, this is also very important because our brain is not a machine. No, we also need a break. So short break refresh up and actually improve our productivity and concentration. Okay, these three tips may sound basic, but if you practice them daily, you will notice a huge difference how calm and productive you feel. And now, finally, so to conclude, time is not just hours and minutes. Time is life itself. If we waste it, we waste opportunities. If we respect it, we can move forward with a clarity and confidence. Uh, Hereafter, don't say, I don't have time. Let's say I will manage my time better, because when we manage our time, we are actually managing our life. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate the time you have given me today. I hope all of us can start making small changes and value every moment as a gift. Wishing you all success, balance, happiness in everything you do. Have a wonderful day. Once again, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your presentation. ICT 123, can you please start your presentation?
Yes, sir. Screen sharing is
Wait a
not
minute.
working.
Now you can share it. Yeah, now you can share it.
She's okay, sir. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good morning, respected teacher, Professor Dr. Abdul Hafiz, sir, and my dear friends. My name is Usman from Department of Computing. Today, I will talk about Islam, its faith, its history, and its practice. This topic is very important because Islam is one of the world's major religion. It has shaped history, culture, and society. In my presentation, I will share about Islam's faith, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Quran and Hadith, the five pillars, its diversity, its impact on civilization, and Islam today. And what is Islam? Islam, the word of Islam comes from peace. Followers of Islam called Muslim together, they form a community called the Ummah, which means brotherhood of believers. Islam is a monotheistic religion. This means Muslims believe in only one God, Allah. The main goal of Islam is to worship Allah and to live a life of peace, justice, and goodness. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him, was born in Mecca in the year of 570. At the age of 40, he received the first revelation from angel Jibreel alayhi salam in the cave of Hira. For the next 23 years, he continued to receive messages from Allah. He is considered the final messenger in a long chain of prophet like Adam, Noah, Ibrahim, Musa, and Isa alayhi salatu wasalam. His teachings are recorded in the Quran, and his life is a perfect example for Muslims. From him, Muslims learn honesty, kindness, patience, and mercy. His character is a role model for people all over the world. And the Quran Quran and Hadith. The Quran is the holy book of Islam. Muslims believe it is the exact word of God revealed to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is written in Arabic and memorized by millions of people around the world. The hadiths are the saying and actions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They explain how to live according to the Quran. Together, the Quran and hadith form the basis of Sharia, which is Islamic law. Islamic law. Sharia is a very detailed. It covers everything in life, from small actions like how to greet others and how to eat, and manners like not spitting in public, to big things such as contracts in business, justice in court, government laws, and shows that Islam is not only a religion but also a complete way of life, guiding both personal behavior and society. Uh, in Islam have five pillars. The five pillars are the foundation of Muslims' life. The first is Shahada, which is the declaration of faith. This is no God but Allah. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. The second is Salat, which is praying 5 times a day. It keeps Muslim close to Allah. The third is Zakah, which means giving charity to the poor and needy. The fourth is Saum, fasting in the month of Ramadan. It teaches self-control, patience, and empathy for the hungry. The fifth is Hajj, pilgrimage to Makkah, which every Muslim must do at least once in their lifetime, if they are able. These five pillars are guide for Muslim in faith and practice. And today, there are more than 2 billion Muslims in the world. Only less than 20% is Arab. 20% are Arab. So Islam is not only for only an Arab religion. The largest Muslim country is Indonesia. There are also a big population in Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Nigeria, and Turkey also. There are also growing Muslim communities in Europe, North America side. Muslims are very diverse in culture, language, and traditional, but their faith is the same everywhere. This shows Islam is truly a global religion. In history, Islam had a big influence of science, medicines, art, and education. During the golden age of Islam, Muslim scholars translated Greek works and developed mathematics and
Thank you for your presentation. Thank you. ICT 123, how many devices are you using? ICT 123, how many devices are you using? ICT 123, how many devices are you using?
ഒരു 10 നിമിഷം ഇരിക്കും നോക്കാൻ പേജ് അപ്പിന്റെ അയന്നെ
ICT 123, can I know who is in this device? ICT 123, can I know who is in this device? ICT 123, can you please switch on the mic? ICT 123, can you please switch on the mic? Yes. So everybody, because you are attending university lecture. This is conducted by the individual. So first of all, everybody have to behave yourself, because you are only allowed to attend the lectures. Whatever happening in your house or your parents or somebody speaking can't be audible in the classroom. That is your sole responsibility, because you are undergraduates, adults, not school students. So now onward, I am compelled to do something, because before doing the presentation, you have to submit the topic. I thought you all may behave in a responsible manner, but it's look like we can't give that much of freedom. You all are misusing the freedom what we are giving. So please put your topic in the chat box, and after that only I will allow the proceed. As I mentioned, this is a state university or the government university. Here, we have to use something common topic. We can't speak politics. We can't use something sensitive topics. This is my personal opinion. We should not use sensitive topics. Common topics, as I mentioned, my country, myself, even my village, my school, those things, okay, but your personal opinion, something like political opinions, as you speak in some political, those things have to avoid, because as I mentioned, it's a state university where all the communities are participating. We have to respect their ideas, cultures, traditions. We can't force our personal opinions and all. So please avoid sensitive topics when you are doing the presentation. And you are allowed to use only one device. If you're having any problems or issue, if you're having any issue, you have to speak and get the permission to do another device. For example, ICT 123, while he is doing the presentation, and another device having noise and disturbance, when I ask, nobody's responsible. Anyhow, ICT 123 is responsible and answerable for that, because you are registered and all the details are in the university. You are allowed to use only one device. If you're having an issue, you should get my permission to use another device. And now onward, I don't like to use any topic which are sensitive topics, something like political, something ethnic, religion, those things. I don't like to use it here. Hereafter, I'm not allowing and have to submit your topic before starting the presentation. As I told, no any political topics you can use. That means you can't speak and you can't talk any politics and ethnic, religion, and those things. Please avoid, because here all are say all are one brothers and one sisters. So we have to work together as a team. We may have in different opinions. That is with yourself. So please work in a professional. So before presenting, please submit your topic. Yes. And the other thing is, up to now, as your presentations, I had noticed some presenters, they are not interested for your presentation because they have to use 5-minute presentation. They have utilized 5 minutes, but some are using only 2 minutes or 3 minutes without caring that just like don't care like. So as I mentioned earlier, you all have to prepare, get ready, and utilize your maximum time. And when you're doing the presentation, as I mentioned, in your speech, you have to put the stress on the speech. When you're saying something important, you have to stress it and speak. And we have to improve our pronunciations and grammar, because almost we had done 2 presentations. This is third one. With that, we should identify. That's why I'm saying, if you do again and again practice and exercises, you may find out what are the errors you are making, what are the mistakes you are making. So those things have to correct. As you know that this is evaluation. If you did not perform well, you will be end up with problem. That is, you won't get enough marks at the end semester. That's why I'm again and again worrying, and explaining to you, because if you did not score enough marks in the final examination, you will be end up with a lot of problems. And what we have learned is a presentation skill. It's not just a theory. It's not just a theory, it's a practical thing. So it should be able to practice. So it's not coming automatically. That is, it won't come overnight. For that, you have to work hard, you have to practice, you have to find out, you have to refer, you have to listen. Then only you can improve. For that, you should have an interest and enthusiasm and have to work. So a couple of people, especially today's presentation, I have noticed they are not interested and they did not work hard and they did not perform any tasks. Like that way, you won't be able to proceed in your university education field. You can, but you have to be for 10 years, 8 years, like that. So decide and think twice, what are you going to do? So without English, you won't be able to, because your medium of studying is English. So after that, hereafter, you won't have time to practice more, learn and practice more in English, because you have to utilize it. You have to practice it for the other academic things. So that's why this is a good opportunity to practice more and more. So everybody should interestedly perform. You all may notice the presentation, the presenters, how they present. So you all have to correct yourself with that. You may take them as a role model or example for them, and you can correct it. That's why we are asking to do the presentation in front of the audience. So actually, up to now, you all should be performed well rather than the beginning. Because at the beginning, at the initial stage, they didn't have any idea. Now you have watched several presentations. With that, you should improve. So by just listening to the lectures and all, you won't be able to perform. You have to pay your attention. You should consider. So please improve those things. Other things regarding the talent show. Participation, I'm expecting from everybody, especially from the males. You all have to participate more and more. And contact with your committee members and help them. And don't worry whether I may get failed, whether if I make any mistakes or something like that. We can help. Whatever questions you having, and if you feel something to learn to do, perform those things, you can help me. You can contact me. I will help. But your presentation should be there, because you all are new for these things, this field, but have to practice. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy to proceed those things. You can give your name for the committee members, and if you need any support or help, we can do that. You may ask. So everybody's contribution should be there. That's why we arrange this one. Especially the language should practice more and more, then only it will be internalized. So please, everybody's contribution should be there. So up to now, if you're having any clarification, you may ask.
Sir, sorry, sir. It's my interruption. Two devices is my laptop and my phone, sir. And my mom wanted to see my presentation. That's why I gave it to her. Sorry for that. And
yes, I'm expecting more responsible behavior from you.
Sorry, sir.
Because you all are not kids and all. You all are undergraduates. You all are adults. So you all have to be example for the others.
Okay, sir. I will do my presentation in another topic in one day. Sir.
No, that okay. It's okay, because time is so limited. As I'm telling everybody, we're having limited time only. Within that time frame, we have to finish it. And when you're doing for everybody, I'm speaking. When you're doing the presentation, please be ready. If you raise your hand, you know that I'm going to do the presentation. So get ready. Keep ready your PowerPoint and everything. Don't wait until I ask you to do the presentation. Then we can save a lot of time. What else if you have any clarification further regarding the talent show or the presentation? ICT 37, can you please start your presentation? ICT 37.
Yes, sir. Am I visible, sir?
Yes. Can you switch on your camera? Does your camera switch on?
Now is it okay, sir?
Yeah, okay, you can proceed.
Good morning, my dear lecturer and my dear friends. First of all, I would like to thank you, Dr. Haffield, for giving me this golden opportunity. I'm Mandira Melvani Gamage, Department of Computing, Faculty of Applied Sciences. So, let me start my presentation. Today, I'm going to talk about healthy habits for better life. Those small, everyday changes that can make a big difference in our lives. Whether it's eating better, moving more, or taking care of our mental health. Healthy habits help us live longer, feel better, and stay strong. In my valuable presentation, I'm going to introduce what are healthy habits, importance of healthy habits, what are healthy habits, healthy eating methods and physical activities, and about mental health and sleep, and also small tips to build healthy habits properly. Okay, so let's start with the basics. What are exactly our healthy habits? They are simple actions we do regularly that benefit our physical and mental well-being. It could be something as simple as drinking more water, getting good night's sleep, or going for a walk. And when we make this part of our daily routine, they become habits that shape our health in a positive way. Now, I explain what do healthy habits matter? Because they improve every part of our lives. They give us more energy, help us avoid diseases like diabetics, heart problems, and even boost our mood and mental focuses. In short, healthy habits help us feel and perform at our very best every single day. One of the most important habits is healthy eating. So I'm going to talk about healthy eating. That means adding more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and protein to our meals. It also means drinking plenty of water and avoiding junk food, sugary drinks, and too much salt. Good nutrition fuels our body and keeps us active and alert. Next is exercise. Our body are made to move just 30 minutes a day, with where it's walking, running, dancing, or playing sport. Can make a huge difference in our healthy life. Regular physical activities can strengthen our muscles, keep our heart healthy, and even improves our mental health. But a healthy life isn't just about the body. It's also about the mind. Taking care of our mental health is equally important. That means practicing mindfulness, taking breaks from screens, and most importantly, getting enough sleep. 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night allows our brain and body recharge. Finally, how do we build these habits? Start small, like drinking one extra glass of water one day. Set clear, realistic goals. Keep track of your progresses and reward yourself when you stay on your track. And remember, it is always easier when you have the support of family and friends. So, let's take those small steps and turn them into powerful, lifelong habits. So, thank you for your valuable time and have a nice day. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your presentation. ICT 44, can you please start your presentation?
So I switched off my device since I thought that there would be no time. I had to use another device also.
Okay. ICT 91, can you please start your presentation?
Yes, sir. So am I visible and audible?
Yes, you're audible and visible. You can proceed.
Good morning, everybody. Let me introduce myself. I am Nazla from Applied Science faculty. My topic is impacts of social media on teenagers. Social media has become a daily part in teenagers' lives. Apps like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and WhatsApp are where teenagers connect, learn, and express themselves. This presentation will explore both positive and negative impacts. First, let's discuss about the positive impacts of social media on teenagers. First, help to stay connected. Social media help teens to stay connected with their family and friends during long distance and feel a sense of belonging, those who feel isolated or left out. Second, self-expression and creativity. Social media encourage to express their creativity by sharing videos, images, and art. Social media platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok serve as outlet for artistic expression and help many teens to showcase their talents. Third, useful for education. Social media platforms like YouTube provide many educational contents and tutorial and online courses. From that, teenagers can deepen their knowledge and understand difficult topics. Next, I would like to explain about the negative impacts of social media which affect the teenagers. First, it can cause mental health issues. Social media often present a curated, perfect version of others' lives. Because of that, teenagers may feel pressure to match those unrealistic standards. It will lead to feeling of inadequacy and low self-esteem, which can contribute anxiety and depression. Next, cyberbullying. Social media can be a main platform for cyberbullying where teenagers are harassed, threatened, or humiliated online. It will lead to depression and even suicidal thoughts. Moreover, social media can cause sleep disruptions. Excessive use of social media, especially late at night, can disrupt the sleep patterns. It will lead to feel the blue light from the screen interfere with the production of melatonin hormones. It will lead to poor sleep quality. From that, teenagers can affect their physical and mental health. I think now you all understand about the huge impacts of social media on teenagers. Now, I would like to discuss about the strategies for healthy social media use. My first tip is should limit the screen time. It means set a daily time limit by using screen trackers. For example, digital well-being or iPhone screen time. From that, teenagers can control overusing social media. My second tip is avoid comparison. Not only teenagers, but also everyone should remember most of people only share their good part of life on social media. So teenagers should not think their lives are worst and never measure their worth by likes, comments, and followers. My last tip is take regular digital breaks. It means they can try weekend detox and spend time in real world conversations and activities. Finally, in conclusion, social media has negative and positive impacts. It means it can support growth or cause harm, depending on how it is used. So, teenagers should use it wisely and make their future life successful. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. Others may do the presentation in the next class, and whoever did not perform, whoever did not do the presentation, they may get absent and they may lose the mark. And it will badly affect their final evaluations and all. So be ready. And when you raising the hand or when you try to do the presentation, be ready. When I ask to do the presentation, immediately do it. So with that, I'm going to wind up. Thank you for your participation.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
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 Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.